Welcome to the Shelby Hash case study. We'll understand how she has built a $1.5 million per month, a seven figure remote sales coaching business by only using Instagram, TikTok, and webinars. Let's begin. Shelby's funnel is simple, raw, and insanely effective. She teaches women how to master high ticket sales, work remotely, and live life on their own terms and make millions doing it. She has her main Instagram, her TikTok, her company's Instagram. She sells Sales Academy, right? She also has a YouTube. And today we are going to break down her funnel in detail and truly understand how it works and what should be your takeaway from this. Firstly, let's understand the basic funnel structure. She posts a lot of content to bring in a lot more traffic through Reels, IG, TikTok, whatever. Then she uses nurturing posts, stories, and insider content to nurture people who are already watching and are engaged with her content. She also has a free webinar for 2 hours for people who are generally interested in what she has to say, her life, and everything related to sales that she has learned from her business. Qualification. These are people who are qualified from the live webinar via education, emotional clarity, how good they will be for her program, and then she sells them high ticket. She has no low ticket offers. This funnel builds high trust to justify a high ticket sale, that too very, very fast. Now, what does she offer that women are so crazy about her? And she is known as the Taylor Swift of sales. What does she offer? She offers the dream life through sales for women. She has a high ticket program, approximately $3,000. She promises that they learn high ticket sales and also get placed in a remote job. Outcome: you can work from anywhere, become independent, make good money, enjoy your life. Her clear target is women who are stuck in their 9 to 5s, who crave freedom and income, and they want to just get out of wherever they are in their current position in their life. This offer sells the dream and the vehicle, the sales skills and the result, the job placement for people who are genuinely interested in what she has done for herself and can help people do it for them too. Now we just discussed about her offerings and what she has to offer. Now where does she get the traffic from? Where does she gets the eyeballs from? Firstly, main Instagram. She has 728K followers on Instagram. She posts daily reels, stories very, very consistently that are valuable and raw. Right. Now, she also has a company IG that is this one. She sells Academy, where she posts more behind the scenes content and insider style content on her reels and normal posts, and she's very consistent with that too. Her webinars, her get-togethers with their students, success stories, and everything that's required, and more inside of how everything's going to work. Right, she has a very simple reel strategy: no editing, just talk to camp, sales lessons, mix of lifestyle value. The goal is to reach new women daily. Lifestyle creates that aspiration, and this is how she does it. Check out her reels. Simple cam to style. If I just open one reel, it has more than 1.4 million views, right? She has cracked the code of getting viral. All of her posts are mostly viral, has almost 100,000 views on almost all the posts, right? As you can see, and she posts genuinely valuable content, right, to attract more and more women. And then she also posts travel, luxury lifestyle that builds authority and trust on her main Instagram. That is this, right? Where she travels, where she goes, everything she shares on her main Instagram. Next, she also has a story strategy where she provides value, lifestyle, motivation, screenshots, testimonials, CTAs to webinars, something like this. The lifestyle isn't luck, it's a choice, and it's yours, my girl. Stuff like this. Register now. And yeah, very valuable stories, her personal stories for uh, Instagram stories for people to read, understand, and this acts as a very direct connection to her audience that she has in spite of reels. People follow her through reels, through her content, but stories, nurtures them in a way that nothing does. Again, TikTok, she has 461K followers. She reposts reels, gets more organic reach, same content, extended visibility. YouTube, she currently has only two raw videos, still decent reach. Coaches should double down on YouTube right now because of micro niche channels where you don't need subscribers. You just need 2000 subs or less than 2000 subs and 500 to 3000 views, right? Average views to make $100,000 per month on YouTube. Micro niche, hyper niche channels are blowing up. A lot of coaches are transitioning into that. If you're a new coach, you should double down on YouTube. Why? Because YouTube has this new thing called hyper niches. Hyper niches are small YouTube pages that has 2000 subs, 5000 subs, 1000 subs, less than 10,000 subs, and average of 500 to 3000 views. These people consistently post very valuable content, right? And bring in more than $100,000. You can check out other videos where I've talked about how this works, right? You should double down on that and keep YouTube as your core traffic engagement machine. If you are a new coach, keep YouTube as your main pillar of growth right now, because hyper niches are blowing up and true value isn't going anywhere. It's not just a fade, right? So yeah, you can try that. Check out our old videos to understand how it actually works, right? Next, we talked about the offers, her traffic. Then let's talk about how she builds trust, the nurturing phenomenon. So she has a very clear target, what she does, how she can do it, and she knows that she's good in sales, and she focuses that as her superpower, and she wants to share that with women. She speaks to one person, women who want money and freedom. Every story, every reel, every post aligns with this exact goal. On the main account, she nurtures and gives social proof. On the second account, she posts behind the scenes content and basically intimacy builders of women. If women join, what they'll get, right? What they'll get on her program, what happens on the get-togethers and other stuff. It builds intimacy with the audience. They want to chase that lifestyle, right? Stories do the nurturing daily. She posts stories every day that has just sold. The best nurturing technique ever. She has a very clear story arc. You can do this too, and it works. Now she has traffic. She has nurtured people through her traffic, and people are now interested in what she has to say. Now, how does she qualify people who can genuinely buy from her? She qualifies high quality leads through her webinar. It's like a funnel filter. She has a live webinar almost every month, 2 to 3 hours deep dive into high ticket sales basics, lifestyle proof, real stories, emotional belief breaking. She has a very hard pitch in the end of the program where she pitches her $3,000 program. She filters using value plus intent. There are no discovery calls needed. Buyers are already warmed up, and she gets hundreds of direct sales straight after the webinar. She at least has 10% conversions, and we'll talk about the numbers in later, right? So this is how she qualifies high quality leads, and then how she converts. Approximately, based on our research, she has around 10,000 women join a webinar every month. Approximately 10,000 women join every single month. Even 5% conversion makes her $1.5 million dollars of revenue every fucking month. $3,000 into 500, 1.5 million. No VSL, no phone calls, no funnel clutter. content, trust, value, direct pitch. This is how she works, and it's working really, really well for her. Right. And now her simple scaling formula: more content is equals to more reach. As we just saw, she started posting high quality content nearly daily. More reach, more women nurtured, nurture old plus new followers via stories, webinar almost every month. She rinses, repeats. Her clear niche is equals to exponential growth. So if you're a coach, you need to have a very clear niche. You don't need to complicate things. You just need to go deep, not wide, on a single thing that you're trying to have. What's your forte, what you're trying to sell to your people, right? So this is how she scales. Now let's talk about what you can actually learn and implement based on today's scenario of how the coaching landscape is changing very, very rapidly right now. Right. Firstly, pick one hyper clear niche. It should not be cluttered. You should not try to do multiple things. Pick one. Whatever you have, just pick one. Use simple raw content like this I'm talking right to you right now. It's a very simple content, simple raw content, no fancy edits needed. I'll just take it out, put some simple cuts, and upload it for you to watch. Put out stories, because stories convert if you actually show up and build trust. Put stories very, very naturally on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you can, right? Put stories. Build a webinar that qualifies and sells, right? People already follow you for your valuable content, right? They want more of it. So webinar helps you bridge that gap between qualifying people that genuinely want your service. And that's how you sell. You don't need 20 funnels, you just need one truth based part. You need to be true to yourself, to your followers, right? And people who genuinely want to learn from you. This is how you can rule the game. If you want to learn from me one on one on how you can scale your coaching business to $100,000 per month, book a call from a link below, and let's talk and let's understand how we can genuinely help you. See you then. Bye.